Well, I don't know about everyone. Me, on the other hand, despite the fact that I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt today, it's freezing in my house. But I am ecstatic because summer is finally here, so I am enjoying this heat. However, with the heat index being as high as it is throughout the nation, yeah, I'm grateful for air conditioning. So I wanted to hop on today and give you my tally at the end. I usually weigh myself on Sunday, and this so far, I have lost 16.2 pounds for this month of the B, 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 and E. Now, I realize I'm fluctuating a lot because of inflammation and the whole leg thing. So that does come into play, albeit good, bad, or otherwise. Not too sure. But I'll take it. The swelling has gone down, which is a good thing. I really, really need a pedicure so bad. So the next picture that you see in my talons, they need tending to big time. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I just finished with Keto Simple's live that he does. And next I'll be going to Internet Church for 9 o'clock. Nothing fancy to the hair. I just threw it in a big braid, tied it in a knot, the braid knot, threw it in a bun, and there you have it. So after Internet Church, I think I'm going to eat something very simple. Probably the one burger that I really enjoyed from the experiment yesterday with the bacon fat. That'll be it. So that should be kind of unique. I will step out later this afternoon, probably when it gets hotter, and update you as to what's going on. But the next thing you're going to see will be my weight. And then maybe I'll throw a meal in after that. So I will see you later. Oh, by the way, I want to watch another showing. I rented the movie Animal. So I think that's how I'm going to close out the video for this Sunday, giving you my opinion of the movie Animal, like Siskel and Ebert, but without Siskel nor Ebert because they're no longer with us. Okay, until then, cheers for now. It's funny, 2 days ago I was talking to my sister and she was doing a lot of preparing for a party, a family party that they had yesterday for her daughter-in-law. And she was doing tons of prep, so she said she was so exhausted from doing all the slicing and dicing. And of course I had to rib her because why are you doing that? I want to turn the camera around and show her what I use when I do my meal prep, which is totally different than hers. So here we go, Mary Jo. This is my slicer, dicer, julienne, you name it. But I don't do vegetables like you. I have eggs and burger patties. This is how easy it is. Let me show you. Put some eggs in there. One way or the other, whichever you want to. Press down. And look at done. Just in case I went too fast for you, Mary Jo. 6 seconds. Done. But seriously, they have a lot of attachments for people like vegetables. This is extremely sharp, so this is a safety guard there. And you put the attachments on like this. So easy, so simple. lock it in place. You can slice whatever you want to slice. I would be slicing meat on here. Here's another attachment if you want to make, for example, slicing homemade potatoes for making French fries. You can do the thickness, kind of hard to show and focus. If you want to do the desired thickness for making thick potatoes or French fries, you would use the other attachment, but this would make great homemade potato chips. Mary Jo, remember when we were kids and we made the homemade potato chips? Yeah, I'm prepping my breakfast, late breakfast now. So I'm chopping up a burger that I made yesterday, one of the bacon burgers. Again, so simple. Place it on top. Make sure it's all centered. Close it. That one I needed 2 hands for. I just don't have the strength with my left hand because I'm a righty. And this is what, let me open this up and show you. Look at that. It was so easy when you use 2 hands, of course. I'm going to be putting this in a frying pan, fry this up 3 eggs, 1 burger patty, and sprinkle on some bacon. And of course, frying it in butter because beef, bacon, butter, and eggs is a great way to start your day. And here is the breakfast in the skillet. All I have to do is cover it up and cook it. It will be ready in 3 minutes. And here it is, all done. 3 minutes later. Perfect. And now for the plating on the same platter that I used yesterday during the burger video. Topping it off with the bacon. There we go. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Breakfast. Chunky style. So good. You definitely can eat it with a fork. Here we go. Ooh. Well, I'm not as cutesy as Amy and Cindy, but this is dinner. Basically leftovers. 2 burger patties. Beef hot dog. Angel eggs. Just 2 here for the picture, but we've got 4 more there. So, leftovers for dinner. Well, right now it's 9-6 at the bottom of the 8th, and the Brewers are winning. So, represent. I'll tell you, living up in the northwestern part of Wisconsin, that's a huge rivalry. There's the Minnesota people, even though they're Wisconsinites, and then there's the Brewers people, even though we're far, far away from Milwaukee. Both sides. I'm not going out there. Number one, it's too hot right now. Yes, I have short sleeves on. I put the short sleeves on. And yeah, so go Brewers. I want to talk about the animal video. I saw it when it first came out on the 20th. And I just rented it, which means you pay $4.99 for it, so it's $5.27, including taxes for whatever reason. And very good movie. It's nothing that I didn't already know. However, I liked the different cuts that they did. I know there was a warning insofar as flashing lights are concerned. That doesn't affect me where it causes some people headaches, or I think there's a term for it, but this is not a medical channel. I don't give any advice, but it was very good. A lot of the big names, the Dr. Bakers, the Dr. Berries, the Dr. Kiltzes, and if you're in this community and you don't know the big names, who are you? You've got to keep up with the times. That movie will open up your eyes if you hadn't already known, for example, what happened to the Kellogg's company and Dr. Kellogg's, that he was like a doctor to the stars back in the day, and the way that the Seventh-day Adventist church believes. They believe in holistic. Now, a couple years ago when we had gone to, at the time it was called Celebration Hospital, I call it the Disney Hospital, and that beautiful hospital full of tons of marble floors, the bathrooms were wonderful, valet parking for the hospital, hello, it was beautiful, prompt, immediate service. I can't say anything negative about it, but it is a part of the Seventh-day Adventist church, and they're more along the lines of holistic thinking, but it's shocking that the movie didn't get any more, I don't know, advertising is the best way to describe it. I was extremely surprised that Carrie Mann of Homestead How did not feature it in his theater, because he owns a theater here in Wisconsin, so that absolutely shocked me. And I kind of went out on a limb. I tagged him on a post, and I was absolutely serious, because he said if you want to rent out the theater for 3 hours, it costs $150, and you can show your movie. Well, I have an Amazon account. We can show it on the big screen. All I heard was crickets. Nothing. Nothing. But then, too, his daughter Emma didn't get back at me to do the fun, let's do shots of minerals or electrolytes. I mean, I just thought it was kind of a cutesy thing to do between her and me, but I just want to be friends. You know, I don't get the friction sometimes between the two tribes. My name, my channel, clearly, you know, it's carnivore. That's me. And I know I'm prejudicing a lot of people, because I'll be frank, I like a lot of the keto people. Keto peeps are cool. But I can't see myself eating anything vegetable other than a pickle. That's just me. Not to say that I would ever eat a piece of lettuce again. I don't know. It's not in the cards for me insofar as my thought process is. But I can reflect back as when I used to go shopping, get all the deals, shop all the deals, buy one, get one, it was funny, what was the last deal we have Festival Foods up here, and it was something crazy like buy 3, get 5 free. Kraft mac and cheese. I didn't buy that, but it was that kind of insane stuff, because they need to get the stuff off the shelves. So I think it was a matter of the expiration dates on a lot of the products, so that's why they were giving away so much for free. I look at it this way: a box of Kraft mac and cheese has got to cost, I don't know, let's say it costs $1, but to probably make it using the wheat and, you know, the paste, it probably costs 15 cents. It's the packaging and the marketing and all the hoopla around, and the name Kraft mac and cheese, for example. But it would behoove me to ever go back to eating the standard American diet. I can be friends with people of different food genres, shall we say, whether you're keto, vegetarian, etc., etc., etc. I'm not going to throw it in your face saying, eat a burger or die. No, it's not going to be the case. But for me, I know that if I eat a salad, a bag salad that's got that disgusting seed oil, back in the day, ooh, I used to love it. Or that Oriental mix, what is that called? Shoot, with the stuff with the cabbage and the sweet and sour sauce. Back in the day, that was the bomb diggity. I loved it. But now that you know better, you do better. Smart, smart, smart. Think, 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 like the Winnie the Pooh character. The processed foods, I don't know. I know people on my side, my friends, my peers, the people that I'm going through the BBB&E way of eating, all say to me, oh, Jerry, take your time. You're still healing. You're in the process. This whole scale thing going up and down and inflammation, I can with specificity say that it was inflammation because as I look at my leg, it was blowing up. I was having a hard time getting the left shoe on where the right one would go on easily. Going to the bathroom a lot. I'm not on any diuretics, though I do a lot of water. I push a lot of water. So, of course, I wake up in the middle of the night a couple times. Let's see how much sleep I got last night. I didn't even check. It's 91 degrees. I had 7 hours and 48 minutes of sleep. That's good. And I know for a fact, I only woke up to go to the restroom once yesterday. But I digress. Insofar as my plan for July, I call it my independence, because Independence Day, July 4th, etc., etc. I don't know. I definitely am not going back to the cheese. We know what that did to my body when I ate the majority of the contents of cheese in my refrigerator. We know what that did. Inflammation, weight gain. It was, I have to get the pic. I didn't download anything yet. 221.2, I think, was my starting weight this month, jumping into the BBB&E. And yeah, if I gain that much inflammation in eating all that cheese for a week or 6 days, whatever the case was, to clear my refrigerator out, I loved it. Will I miss the cheese chips, the ones I make in the microwave or the oven where I bake them very crispy? And sometimes I'll put the Redmond's real salt taco seasoning on, or I'll just dip it in sour cream. I might, I probably will miss it, but I know what it does to my body. So the definition of insanity, if I keep doing the same thing over and over again, now I'm just insane. It's a never-ending battle, and as one of the coaches in the Kelly Hogan group, Mrs. Silvernail says to me, not to me directly, she made this comment that early in the game, she said, what is it a matter of playing a game? And again, she wasn't talking about me. Like, Jerry, you're playing a game with yourself. But that's the reality. She was speaking to people in general playing a game. If you're going to say, I'm doing a healthy way of eating, yet you're going to go to the store and justify, in my case, getting a bag of Twizzlers because I can get 3 cents in pump perks at the Quick Trip gas station by buying the Twizzlers and eating it in secret. That's playing a game. I personally have to log Logging is good for me. Keeping track. I don't care about the calories. We don't count. Calories do not matter. What matters is the influence that whatever I'm eating has a serious effect on my body, and it's bottom line, it's playing the game. You are messing around with something that shouldn't be. Jerry, I'll have to say to myself. But it's very hard. Okay, I'll pick on my sister now because I know she watches my videos. When my sister will say that meat gags her, that she's meat phobic. All of our lives we ate meat. We had potatoes and meat, potato pancakes, potato everything, and meat, ground beef usually, Usinger sausage meat. I find it that I'm taken aback by it. I love meat. I think it's very satiating. And for dinner today, you saw what I had today with all leftovers from the week. I have it in the refrigerator. Why should I throw a steak on just to, look at, I'm making a steak for dinner. No. Leftovers, that's fine. And we continue on. Even the dog, she had leftovers. So everything right now is out of the refrigerator. Except 2 halves of eggs. 1 whole angel egg. That remained. I couldn't eat it. So the animal, I have to go full circle to the animal video. Animal movie. It's good. It's eye-opening insofar as metabolic things are concerned, and some of the things that are going to be happening into the not too distant future for testing that's happening. And it's good stuff. It's nothing surreptitious or nothing governmental testing kind of stuff, because we have to look at ourselves. Oh, hang on, I gotta take care of the dog. I'll be back. She wanted a snack, so I gave her a piece of it. So if she bothers me again, I'll give her another one. So Eric Berg brought up, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, metabolic testing. That is, yep, there she comes. Testing similar to what I look at it as. In the Bible, it talks about Psalms that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. We're all different. So my definition of what is good for me and what works for me and doesn't inflame me is different. So I cannot say to my sister, come on, go ahead, try meat, as she's retching and can't stand the meat aspect. I know that it's filling, satiating, and I can't eat the volume. I used to be able to, no lie, eat 2 pieces of a huge lasagna, the 9x13, cut it up in 9 pieces, 2 pieces of that by myself, in addition to the salad with the seed oils and the Italian dressing, which was store-bought. It wasn't homemade Italian dressing. And the breadsticks and the cheese bread. No more. 2 burgers, hot dog, plenty. Serious protein. And I don't have to go to the bathroom 47 times in a day. Gut health is huge to me. That's like when I found out years ago, for those people that still take mouthwash. No disrespect to mouthwash people. I know good oral health is a good thing. But people don't realize that can cause a lot of the dysbiosis in your stomach and improper gut health. Bottom line, it's absorbed into your body, hence your mouth, into the gut, yada yada. By the way, they say if you have athlete's feet, for example, you're supposed to soak your feet in Listerine, which is a mouthwash. So imagine what that does, what they said years ago with athlete's feet, soaking your feet in mouthwash. What's it doing to your gut? Just saying. Just brush more. Maybe you need to brush your tongue, scrape your tongue. I don't know. This is not a medical channel. I'm not giving you advice. So, rent the movie. Buy the movie if you want to. It's only $9.99. You get to keep it forever on Amazon. I just wish it would have gotten more publicity. People need to hear this message. People need to understand that a package of mac and cheese, if it costs $1 in the store, reality it costs less than $0.25 to make. The food companies are getting richer and richer. They don't like Robert Kennedy Jr. and him stirring up the process. This is not a political talk, and nor a political channel or a political affiliation. It's whole, real foods that we should be striving for. And you can't get any wholer or more real than an animal. That's it. I am going to close out this video for Sunday. Process, right now it's 4:15. Process the video and it should be up by 6 o'clock. Have a lovely, lovely week upcoming. I look forward to this being the last week of BBB&E, and I thank you for watching. Cheers, everyone.